Okay, let's start class with the next organ of the United Nations. Okay, in last video we have discussed regarding the Trusteeship Council, which is no more exists now. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. That is one of the most important organ of the United Nations. That is your General Assembly. Okay, so General Assembly is basically like a parliament of the United Nation. Okay, whatever, or you can say all the members or all the member nations of the UN are also the member nation of the United Nation organization. Okay, currently we have 193 member nations in this particular organization. Okay, earlier it was 192. Okay, in your book also it's written 192, but now currently we have 193 present member nations in the United Nation organization. Okay, now each member nation which is there in the United Nations has one vote in General Assembly. That means 193 members are there, so there are 193 votes for passing any kind of a bill or for taking any kind of a major decisions. Okay, so for taking these kind of a major decisions, and how can we say that it has been approved, we required at least two-thirds of the majority votes from the organization for taking any kind of a major decisions. But just suppose that if there is a regular issues, okay, that always been heard by the organization day to day. Okay, so those kind of a regular issues or a regular content can be passed with the help of a simple majority also. Okay, that means with the help of simple majority the regular issues can be approved or the major simple decisions can be taken. But when it comes to the major decisions, it required the two-thirds of the majority. Okay, and it is General Assembly only who elects the non-permanent members of the United Nations. Okay, now in our next organ, which is we are going to discuss, we will see that how does the election of the non-permanent members take place. Okay, so General Assembly, you can say overall, is one of the important organ who plays an important role. Okay, or who plays an important role like a parliament of the United Nations, where all the major decisions are being taken place. Okay, so this is regarding your General Assembly. Now moving on to the next organ, we have the Security Council. Now Security Council is also very important organ of the United Nations. Why? Because this is the organ which primarily deals with the war and peace. Okay, so you can get 1 marks question over here, that which organ deals with the war and peace matters. Okay, so when it comes to war and peace, it will be a Security Council, not General Assembly. Is it clear? So when it comes that the organ which deals with the war and peace anywhere that is going on in the world or in the global arena, it will be your Security Council. Okay, so this can become as for your 1 marks, that which organ deals with the war and peace. Okay, so there are total 15 members in the Security Council. Okay, as you can see in the box also, or you can see in your textbook also, page number 85. Okay, the within the box it's written Security Council, 15 members. That in total there are 15 members in the Security Council, and among those 15 members we have 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent. Now as I have told you in earlier organ that we have discussed, that General Assembly is the one who elects the non-permanent members. So here it comes. Out of 15 members in Security Council, 5 are permanent, 10 are non-permanent. Now which all nations are the permanent members? Please remember, US, UK, Russia, France, China. Okay, so these are the 5 permanent nations members of the Security Council. I repeat, USA, UK, Russia, France and China. So these are the 5 permanent members of the Security Council. Now when it comes to the non-permanent members, okay, the members of the non-permanent members are elected by the General Assembly. And why we are referring it as a non-permanent? Because the position or the membership of this particular 10 non-permanent members are not permanent. It keeps on changing with the help of elections, which takes place after every 2 years, and that election is being conducted by the General Assembly. Okay, so whenever it comes for making any kind of a decisions, and the organ whose decisions are being binding on all the member states of the UN is your Security Council. That means whatever the decision that will be made by the Security Council, the other you can say members of the United Nations are bound to accept those. And for making that decisions more, you can say, important, or making it more approved manner, there must be the approval of the 5 permanent members. Okay, and the approval which has been given by the 5 permanent members is the power which is known as veto power. Okay, in our further discussion we will discuss in detail or in more depth manner regarding what is a veto power and all that other stuffs related to the power. Okay, so for now at least remember that these are the 5 permanent members who are having a power in their hands for making any kind of a decision, and that particular power is known as a veto power. Okay, so these are the you can say in short, the composition under the General Assembly and the Security Council. Now let's move on to the next organ, that is your Secretariat. Okay, now under Secretariat, or you can say basically under Secretariat, it refers to the clerical office. Okay, it basically refers to the clerical office, which includes the different you can say which includes the international staff in themselves. Okay, international staff in themselves, which is being headed by the Secretary General. Okay, so these international staff, or you can say why it is referring as an international staff, is because as we have seen that in General Assembly we have 193 members. So that means we are going to get the staff from all these 193 member nations. Okay, so all these member nations are going to be as the international staff by the Secretary General. Okay, so these are the international staff, okay, elected from the 193 member nations, and this particular international staff is been headed by the Secretary General. Now the question arises that how are we going to appoint the Secretary General? Now Secretary General are being appointed by the General Assembly, just like the other members of the permanent and the non-permanent members of the Security Council. Just like that, the election or the appointment for the Secretary General is also being done by the General Assembly on the recommendations of the Security Council. That the recommendation will be taken from the Security Council, and that particular Secretary General will be there appointed for the term of 5 years. Okay, for the term of 5 years, this particular Secretary General is going to rule or head the international staff. So as you can see over there, the UN's most visible public figure is the Secretary General only, as I told you. So at that particular time, it was the Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, okay, from South Korea, and he is the 8th Secretary General of the United Nations. He took over as the Secretary General on 1st January 2007. Okay, at the same time, he was also the first Asian to hold the post. Okay, since 1971 he is the one. So currently you will be writing and finding that who is the current Secretary General of the United Nations organization. Okay, so these are the 3 organs of the United Nations.